Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
President Muhammadu Buhari last month appointed Major General Barry Ndiomu, retired, as interim coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, with a mandate to ensure successful implementation of the program designed some 13 years ago as a post-conflict reconstruction program in the Niger Delta. In this report, our correspondent takes a look at some of the challenges bedeviling implementation of the Presidential Amnesty Program, which the new interim coordinator must tackle headlong to usher in a new dawn of sustained peace and development in post-conflict Niger Delta region. President Muhammadu Buhari, in a recent statement issued by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, approved the appointment of Major General Barry Ndiomu, retired, as interim coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program. With his appointment, the retired Major General replaces Colonel Milan Dikio, retired, as coordinator of the Amnesty Program. Although no reason was given for Dikio's replacement, his predecessors in office, the late Professor Charles Dokubo and Brigadier General Paul Boro, retired, were both sacked over allegations of financial misconduct. In September 2020, a presidential panel investigating alleged corruption in the Presidential Amnesty Program turned in a report indicting 3 former coordinators of the program of allegedly misappropriating a whopping 712 billion naira. The Presidential Amnesty Program was established by late President Umaru Yar'Adua in June 2009 to end coordinated attacks on oil and gas installations in the Niger Delta, which led to significant shortfalls in Nigeria's daily oil production and brought the economy to its knees between 2007 and 2009. Under the Presidential Amnesty Program, repentant militants were required to lay down their arms in exchange for skills acquisition training to secure paid employment. However, diversion of funds meant for post-conflict reconstruction has left the Presidential Amnesty Program incapacitated to address the needs of victims of armed conflict in the Niger Delta over the years. As part of the Niger Delta peace deal, the federal government has the responsibility to address infrastructure deficit and ecological problems faced by big oil-producing communities. In March 2021, the Supreme Egbesu Liberation Fighters, one of the many militant groups that sprang up in the post-conflict period, had accused the federal government of failing to honor this aspect of the peace deal.
Look at the outcome of the amnesty program for the agitators from the Niger Delta region. After accepting the Amnesty Pact and believing that the region will experience rapid development and transformation, till date, no school, no potable water, no lights, no hospital, and access roads for our people to enjoy.
Over the years, the Presidential Amnesty Program has been implemented without local ownership on account of lack of inclusiveness. Ken Henshaw and Henry Eferebo are peace builders in the Niger Delta who are concerned that women and non-violent youths have been excluded from effective participation in the 13-year-long peace process.
Whenever the struggles of women make the front lines and the oil companies or the Nigerian state decides to negotiate, anytime that happens, the interests of women are never in the front lines of the negotiation.
I would consider the Presidential Amnesty Program a failure. The federal government of Nigeria only targeted the ex-agitators because they felt that if they target them and reduce the violent conflict, they could go ahead and continue to produce oil seamlessly.
The Presidential Amnesty Program was conceived to be implemented in 3 phases of demobilization, disarmament, and reintegration of armed groups into normal society. Its introduction since 2009 has succeeded in ensuring a ceasefire which provides an atmosphere conducive for uninterrupted oil production in the Niger Delta. However, peace builders in the region have consistently warned that ceasefire in post-conflict situation does not guarantee durable peace. Ledon Mite, chairman of the Niger Delta Technical Committee, whose report led to the establishment of the Presidential Amnesty Program, is worried that a program designed to last 5 years has been implemented for 13 years on account of poor implementation.
I still believe that what we need to do is to review the whole process and then plan an exit strategy that will also be more impactful to the peoples of the Niger Delta.
Major General Ndiomu, retired, newly appointed interim coordinator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, has the daunting challenge to invigorate a poorly managed post-conflict reconstruction initiative in the Niger Delta. To succeed where his predecessors failed, he will need to adopt new approaches to peace building to ensure that unresolved grievances that gave rise to conflict are tackled headlong in the region. It goes without saying that failure to build public trust and confidence and allow for participation of all those affected by violent conflict in the Presidential Amnesty Program going forward would only amount to postponing the evil day.
Inside the Niger Delta,